It brings together not only the Korean network, but our colleagues across Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and NATO headquarters. Together, we aim to build a structured platform for sustained dialogue between the Indo-Pacific and Euro-Atlantic regions. Regionally, we hope this evolves into a durable platform that supports dialogue, joint research, and policy initiatives, innovations amongst all four hubs.
To welcome you today to the kickoff meeting of the Indo-Pacific Euro-Atlantic Hub for Shared Security Challenges from NATO headquarters in Brussels. This is a virtual network. It's a network which aims at enhancing understanding of the cooperation between the two regions, and is indeed, as mentioned by the Dean, is so important today. So I hope that the work of the Hub can really help enhancing understanding of the importance of this cooperation in these uncertain times. So once again, I'm very grateful for the cooperation.
I would like you to know that this is the first time that at NATO HQ we have developed a public engagement project connecting our four partner countries in the Indo-Pacific: Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and the Republic of Korea. So we are very pleased to have more than 13 renowned think tanks and academic institutions from the region participating in a common initiative aimed at improving the understanding of the cooperation between NATO and your countries. This is a new format, but our cooperation is not new. The initiative builds on years of solid partnership between NATO and the four Indo-Pacific partners, the IP4 as we call them, with concrete cooperation on issues of mutual concern. Exactly 4 years ago, Russia initiated its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, coming after 8 years of war beginning already in 2014. That war has been a turning point for all of us. NATO member countries and Indo-Pacific nations alike have stood united against Russia's illegal and unprovoked aggression. The war is a stark reminder that global challenges demand global cooperation, but also a reminder of how our two regions are connected, how the Euro-Atlantic and the Indo-Pacific today are connected more than at any time since World War II. Shortly before Russia's aggression of Ukraine, the PRC and Russia declared their no-limits friendship, which has concrete implications for Europe's security. Our cooperation is based on a positive agenda to enhance our political dialogue and practical cooperation in areas such as cyber defense, countering disinformation, arms control, emerging technologies, and upholding international law. Events like this one and those that you may organize in the future are essential for our democratic debate. Misinformation and disinformation campaigns challenge our democracies. By providing accurate information on what we do and also on what we don't do, we can enhance our understanding and enhance our resilience.
What we are witnessing on unstable hybrid order, where different organizing principles coexist and collide without proper settlement or proper coordination at the strategic level. For South Korea and other middle powers in the Indo-Pacific and Euro-Atlantic alike, the greatest threat is this fragmentation of the order itself. And the pressing following risk is that the Indo-Pacific becomes a closed arena of great power entitlement, where non-great powers like South Korea lose strategic autonomy and room for political choices. So what South Korea gains from this partnership is not just membership in a bloc, it is positioning as an indispensable node in a trusted technological and industrial ecosystem that spans two regions.
NATO IP4 cooperation is about shared vulnerabilities, shared values, and shared strategic interests in an increasingly interconnected world. As the international order evolves, the partnership between Japan and NATO will not replace existing alliances, but it will complement them. If we approach it with clarity, practicality, and sustained public engagement, it can become a durable pillar of the Euro-Atlantic and the Indo-Pacific collaboration.
Australia already has key relationships with NATO allies, so I think it does make sense that it also has a concept of how to work with NATO. I don't think anyone thinks any of the countries of this in the Indo-Pacific are going to become members of NATO. It'd be good to talk about broader collective security defense arrangements without having to use NATO as the comparator. But yes, I think dealing with those contingencies, of course, also means dealing with the pressure on the United States to work across the two theatres.
I think, like most small states, New Zealand has a really strong interest in wanting to see respect for international law, territorial integrity, not wanting to see aggression rewarded. That explains, I think, strong and sustained support for Ukraine. But I think it also reflects concerns about a more assertive China, particularly in maritime Asia and increasingly perhaps in the Pacific. The idea that the Euro-Atlantic and Indo-Pacific are connected theatres is something that really resonates amongst political leaders in New Zealand, if not the public.
And it's always been about working individually in both our regions on these cross-regional challenges where we recognise, and it's about each of us developing our individual resilience in both our regions by sharing that expertise, sharing the knowledge, best practices, developing the same standards, and increasingly working together to produce the technologies of the future whereby we can do better at security in both our regions.